Princess? Where did she go? Dear Prince, meet me on the terrace. I must speak with you where no one can hear. The Princess. Brave Stanley.
If this prince isn't a better sword fighter than he seems, I'm gonna be dragon food! And even if he is strong enough, I don't even know him. What if he's mean, or stuck up, or he never changes his socks, or he's a big old bully? I'll have to marry him and be miserable forever. Oh, Father, this would be so much easier if you just let me fight the dragon.
Princess, at your service.
Do you want to marry me?
Princess, you must know that I love you more than anything else in the world.
Do stop it.
Do stop what?
The whole Prince Charming thing. Some princesses may like it, but I find it quite tiresome. Just be Prince Stanley.
Stanley, the traditional prince.
So do you really want to marry me?
Of course.
And do you really think you can kill the dragon tomorrow?
Fear not, for I shall kill the dragon or perish in the attempt.
Well, it's no use you're perishing.
It's the least I can do.
What I'm afraid of is that it's the most you can do.
Well, it's the only thing I can do. Unless I kill him, which I will.
And you have experience in that sort of thing? Fighting dragons?
Well, not dragons specifically.
But fighting in general. You know how to do that.
Well, every well-brought-up prince knows how, right?
Fine. Attack me with your sword.
I beg your pardon.
Fence with me.
No, I cannot hit a girl.
Yeah, that scares me too.
Ow, that's not what I meant. I meant I can't hit a princess.
I want to see you try.
That's not appropriate. Stop that. That was amazing. I've never seen anyone who could fence like that. I didn't stand a chance against you.
You honestly think you can beat a dragon when you can't even beat me?
Most of the princesses I met were lacy and dainty and meek, but you're brave and confident and beautiful. And just look at that hair.
Stanley, focus! Tomorrow, you and I are going to have a serious fire-breathing problem. The dragon is going to eat you.
You're afraid of the dragon too?
Yes, I'm afraid, Stanley. They're going to tie me to a rock and leave me there while everyone scurries home and shuts their shutters and keeps them shut.
Until I ride through the town shouting!
Shouting what? That you've won? Stanley, I can beat you in a dress without really trying. So just go home. Send me a postcard from the beach in Tuscany.
I get it. I'm no sword fighter. I skipped my fencing lessons to learn more math, so...
Oh, great! Maybe you can give the dragon a really hard fraction problem. Stanley, run away. You're going to get eaten.
I tried. I had my bag packed and everything. What makes you think that I wanted to fight a dragon to marry some silly princess?
Good! Why did you change your mind?
Because she turned out to be you! Do you still want to get married?
If you stay and fight, it's not like I have a choice, do I? It's tradition.
Tradition should not keep people from being who they truly are. I'll go home.
Wait. You're very different from the other princes I've met.
Oh, I get that a lot.
No, it's a good thing. You're
had a lot of help with parts, but the design was mine. I mean, I just love taking things apart, getting into the sprockets and gears, and getting my hands greasy.
I've never met anyone like you before. I would actually consider marrying you if things were different.
Are you serious? I mean, I'm honored. Princess Andromeda.
My friends call me Anne.
Andy. Okay.
But we're not getting married, and you're not going to fight that dragon tomorrow. I don't want you hurt because of me.
I don't want to get hurt either, but sometimes you have to take a risk to make the choices you want.
You'd really fight a dragon just to marry me?
Yeah, so long as we both don't get eaten.
Well, you weren't that bad at fencing. Maybe you'll defeat the dragon after all.
And who knows? Maybe he's just really small, and he's the last of his kind because they couldn't find him because he's been hiding.
Right, because his scales are so soft that even a little pin could hurt him.
I bet he can't even breathe fire.
Yeah, they just made that part up.
To make the tradition more scary.
Yeah.
And it's working. Listen, Andy, I'm not going to pretend I'm some Prince Valiant. I'm no sword fighter, so why don't we face him together?
You mean it? You'd come and untie me before the dragon came out of his cave?
Better you to have a sword in your hand than tied to the rock.
Okay. But I won't have a sword when they tie me up. Will you bring an extra one for me?
Deal.
Your Majesty! Everyone! I've seen the dragon! D'Artagnan, are those scorch marks on your feathers? Water.
Did you actually see the dragon? Where?
Water. And he really breathes fire?
Water!
First, I flew to the high hill with the big rocks where I spied the dragon's trail. His claw prints were like the marks of seagulls' feet on the sea sand, and his tail had worn a groove like a cart rut in a dirt road.
That's kind of poetic.
The tracks were dug into solid rock, so I followed them to a cave, a dark dungeon, black as a tomb. The rocks around it were scorched black and looked as though they'd been melted.
His fire breath! I remember my dragon burning the shield right off my arm.
The hem of my gown was ablaze. And before the dragon himself, enormous, 70 feet long.
70? 70?
310 long feet from the start of his snarling snout to the tip of his terrible tail. Not only that, but he has huge wings, not properly feathered like mine, but instead...
All leather and bone, like a bat's.
Exactly, but 1,000 times bigger. And when he slithered from his den, his silvery hide gleamed in the moonlight like a cloak of diamonds. But a good sharp sword can still hurt him, right? Who knows? His scales are made of iron and his tail is solid brass. And his teeth? Like daggers. No. Swords! A man could stand up inside his mouth. This is bad.
What a fine dragon he sounds.
A fight for the history books.
No need to thank me for scouting, sire.
Oh, I envy you, dear, helplessly watching him pounce on your prince.
Oh, cherish the moment.
While the resolute Stanley does battle, mano a mano, laughing at death to struggle against a ferocious beast. Twice the size of the dragon I fought.
I feel sick.
What a dire foe to frighten the princess.
And a bold prince to to face such doom?
Simply risked my life, nothing noteworthy.
The slashing, the scorching, the screaming.
Choking on smoke, wading in blood.